It is with great honor that I join you on today to be a part of the conversation of an up and coming initiative that's focused on the future of St. Petersburg youth and young adults. First, I would like to say a special thanks to Mr. Carl Lavender and the Foundation for a Healthy St. Pete and Dr. Loretta Caldwell Thompson, a visionary leader herself, for the invitation to join you on today. I believe both of these individuals have had the opportunity to learn that I am a true and committed advocate for the well-being and empowerment of youth in this community and this city. I started out at the age of 18, supporting and advocating for young girls and youth, and I continue at the age of 58 to take every opportunity to be a part of the initiatives that are positive in this community, that's evolving in the direction of shaping our next generation of leaders, as well as those who may not consider themselves leaders yet, but they are very much important to me. Today, we are here to talk about the development and the opportunities of the BIPOC Young People Leadership Initiative through the Foundation of Healthy St. Pete. After speaking briefly with Dr. Caldwell Thompson on last week about the purpose of this initiative, I was walking across the street from where I was leaving another meeting, and I saw a newsprint lying on the ground. I picked it up, and there was three words that stood out to me. And those three words were preserve, protect, and maintain. This is how I see the role of the BIPOC Leadership Initiative. You are going to be a vehicle that will preserve our young people here in the city of St. Petersburg in the Tampa Bay area. You are going to protect the investment that will be put into action for the future of these young people, and you will maintain the relationships that will be developed in this process. With about 35, 40 years of working with youth and young adults, I have had the opportunity to hear from many of them their thoughts, their concerns when it comes to returning to St. Petersburg or just staying in the area to pursue their goals, their dreams. They go off to college, they come back for a moment trying to figure out, what do I do next? And one of those reasons have become very important and sensitive to me over the years. Adults, do not engage the young people in the circle of collaboration. We leave them out often. Meaning leadership development programs must be relevant to the youth and young adults of today and include them in the collaboration of what's meant for them. Mayor Welch and I have two daughters that has been noted. One is a millennium and the other is a Generation Z. Technology is the key to their learning besides what we have taught them and what they have gotten out of school. They research and look up any and everything that they want to know, from entrepreneurship, which they both have stepped into, to leadership, how to be better leaders. But we as a parents, Ken and I still believe that youth leadership development matters, meaning we must model it for our youth and our children. BIPOC seems to be a design effort to invest in the next generation of youth and young adults. And I'm excited about that. Mr. Lavender and Dr. Caldwell Thompson, let me share this with you. When you invest in young adults and you nurture their skills, you see the fruit of your labor somewhere down in life, such as a Dr. Sean E. Thomas and a Pastor Lazare Reese and a Janae Monet Martin Mose Hardy, an author and a business owner. Each one of these young people, as I would call them, young adults, have worked in my program or attended my program when they were at the age of 14, 16, and 20. And this has been something that I've thought about when Dr. Sean Thomas passed away. And I had to look back for a moment because it took me back. And I said, at 20 years old, I had opportunity to work with this young adult and watch him become one of St. Pete's amazing leaders. Even though Lazelle Reese is in Atlanta as a pastor, but he is a product of St. Petersburg and he returns home often. He's here, still putting his footprints in St. Petersburg. And I would like to just give 5 key points of why I think this initiative is going to be so vital and so important to the progress of our community. Youth need to be able to put their skills learned into practice through volunteering, internships, and shadowing opportunities. They can bring a fresh perspective and renewed energy to the task that they are engaged in when we bring them to the table. They can become an important voice in identifying and addressing the problems we face in our community. Number 4, our youth and young adults who have leadership experience have higher job aspirations and greater confidence in their abilities to be an asset to their community. They will be more open and apt to come back home and be a part of a progressive community. Finally, getting youth involved in leadership roles help to reshape their perception of adult leaders in the community and bring the various generations together to learn together. They have just as much information to share with us on their level when we are missing some of the gaps of understanding what's happening in the community to the youth. Trust me, they know before we find out. They know before the news put it out. So we have to bring them to the table to help iron out some of these issues that we seem to face as we nurture them to be the next leaders. I truly hope I have given some input to what is needed through the BIPOC initiative that will help nurture and guide and give our youth a place to feel like this is home and not call somewhere else home when they graduate or they come out of the military and still want to find something to do and they want to give back to the community, but they can't find a seat at the table. I think this BIPOC initiative is going to be amazing. I think it can be amazing with all the leaders I see that's on this call with us today, on this Zoom call. I believe if we all come together and we all listen, Dr. Caldwell, I heard you say that if we listen and give our youth an opportunity to share, to tell us what's going on, to tell us what they need, I believe that we can move forward to a progressive and in the progress of our community by just being open-minded. And I believe that's part of our leadership skills, is to be open-minded and to be open to hearing what they have to say, but also make sure we bring them to the table when we take this initiative to the next level. So I would like to say thank you for letting me join you on today on behalf of the youth and young adults of this community. And I hope to be able to work with you throughout the process of this. And I hope everyone have a good day.